Hi, this is Dave from Steel City Joints Flight Academy. Today, we're talking about a brand new drop system available for the Matrice 300. Now, this is a system that just came out. It's the first one that we know of for the Matrice 300. So we wanted to jump on it, test it extensively, and give you a lot of the data that you're going to want to know about. So this system here is made by Drone Nerds, our friends in Florida, and they did a really nice job with this. It's a well thought out kit, it's a high quality kit, and it's worked flawlessly every single time that we've used it, and we've used it in different elements and different conditions and a lot of high wind conditions, so we've really tested this very extensively. So the way this works, this is the drop system right here that attaches via this mounting bracket to here. And this is simply, this goes on the very bottom of the aircraft, and it's held in by these two standoffs and these two screws. Very easy to install, very easy to use. Now, to power the system, we have an AC adapter here that has enough power to juice this thing for a full day's work. And what's great about this is, well, it does have a on-off switch on the top here. This will go into sleep mode after a certain amount of inactivity. So that helps you retain the battery life out of it a lot. So like I said, we actually forgot about turning this off, and we were out and about for the longest time working on different things, and came back and realized it went into sleep mode, so it really retains this. So there's no need to be able to power this system up using the Matrice 300's batteries or added cables that have to go into the SDK ports or anything. We don't have to do any of that. It's a self-contained system, which is very nice. Now, how it's activated is it uses this remote controller. And again, this remote controller is also charged via this USB cable. And we actually let this thing go for the longest time. I think it was 3 hours and just left it on and it was still going. So it holds a charge for a long, long time, but it's very easy to use and turn off if you want to be able to conserve your power. How it works is there's a button on the front and a button on the back. And what we do is we hold both buttons in at the same time for 2 seconds approximately, and then it goes ahead and drops your payload. Very easy to use. Again, it's a dual antenna system here, dual antenna system here. We did a long distance test of up to 1,500 feet away, no problems at all. Now, as far as the actual payload capacity of what this can use, it's actually rated more than what the aircraft can actually fly. So we actually tested this in the air with up to a 4-pound payload, and it handled it no problems at all. And what's great about the different payloads and the different ways that you're going to be able to, what you're going to use for mounting or what you're actually going to want to drop down, is the Matrice 300 has a payload calibration for the center of gravity that you can do in the middle of a flight. So let's say, depending upon what camera that you're using, are you using an H20, are you using an H20T, or whatever payload or weight system that you're going to have on this that you're dropping, you can just do that calibration while you're, just get up in the air, 8-10 feet high, do that calibration, and it's going to really calibrate the center of gravity. The aircraft's going to know how to be able to keep this as stable as possible. So it's it's a great combination here for the safest flights possible. Now, what we did was, because we actually can't carry, this aircraft has a payload limitation to it of about 6 to 7 pounds, depending upon where you are in the United States as far as above sea level. We actually wanted to test this more than that. So we actually put a couple dumbbell weights attached to this of up to 15 pounds, and it held it, it supported it, and it dropped it no problems at all. And it drops it off, and what we do is we put inside this actuator, we'll put these key rings in here, and then you can just attach your rope or whatever you're going to use for a safety cable and attach it to this, goes right in, and it holds it very well. And again, these these key rings right here held up to 15 pounds no problem. And again, you're not going to be able to fly up to 15-pound payload because you're obviously going to most likely going to have at least an H-20 or an H-20T that has a couple pounds on it for payload already. But again, this drop system can handle whatever weight that you can throw at it, and it's going to be able to handle more than what this aircraft can take off to. I know a lot of people are going to be asking me about payload capabilities and limitations, so I wanted to definitely clarify that so that you understand what we have here. So for price points, this is under $1,000, and that is a lot less expensive than a lot of competitors on the market. So that is bringing it into a much more affordable platform. Now, anybody who wants to buy one of these, we do sell them. And anybody who wants to buy this kit from us, we're going to include a setup video. It's a very comprehensive setup video in case you want to be able to know everything about how to use this. And anybody who wants to buy the Matrice 300 and the drop system together, we can go ahead and install the drop system for you before we ship it out. And if you purchased the drop system in combination with the Matrice 300, we can also set this up and install it for you for no extra cost. So we got you completely covered. If you have any questions on anything that I might have missed or forgot to mention, please write them down in the comments section below or give us a call, email us. We'll be glad to talk to you about it. So if you haven't, please subscribe to our channel, help us grow the channel. And thanks again for watching. We'll talk to you soon.